Picture a little girl grooving to The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. Now, this isn't just any tune. It's a song that's practically a rite of passage into the world of country music. It's one of those melodies that's so infectious you can't help but tap your foot along. So there she is, swinging her ponytail, belting out the lyrics with all the gusto her tiny lungs can muster, and the words she's singing? I met a private gambler. Now, don't get me wrong, the lyrics of The Gambler are somewhat of a cryptic life lesson wrapped in a catchy tune, but a private gambler? You see, that's where the hilarity seeps in. Our little protagonist, in her innocent understanding, has transformed the song into a comical narrative about a clandestine card player. Perhaps in her mind, this private gambler is a covert agent in the riveting world of poker, dealing cards in shadowy, smoke-filled rooms. Now let's pause and savor the humor in this. The original lyric, I met up with the gambler, has been innocently misinterpreted to I met a private gambler. And you know what's even funnier? The idea that there could be a public gambler to contrast this private one. Imagine a public gambler standing on a busy street corner, dealing out life lessons to passers-by in broad daylight. Maybe he's got a sign that says, "We'll trade wisdom for poker chips." It's a stark contrast to our covert private gambler, isn't it? But that's the beauty of innocence. It lends a fresh perspective and often paints a picture that's more colorful, more imaginative, and definitely way funnier than reality. So as we chuckle at this innocent misinterpretation, let's also celebrate the power of imagination that led to such a humorous mix-up. Private gambler? Is there a public one too? It's these little hiccups in life that make it all the more enjoyable. So here's to the private gamblers, the public gamblers, and all the chuckles in between. Fast forward to today, years old, realizing my lyrical blunder. Picture the scene. A regular day, a catchy song playing on the radio. It's Kenny Rogers with his classic, The Gambler. I'm singing along, feeling the groove, when suddenly it hits me like a ton of bricks. The lyrics aren't, I met a private gambler, it's I met up with the gambler. My mind starts to reel. I'm in a whirlwind of confusion, disbelief, and a strange sense of betrayal. I mean, how could I have gotten it so wrong? I've sung this song countless times, and not once did it occur to me to question my own lyrics. I mean, private gambler? Really, what was I thinking? Was there a secret society of gamblers I was unaware of? I start laughing uncontrollably. I can't help it. The absurdity of my own imagination is just too much. I've created this whole backstory for this imaginary private gambler. I mean, he's got his own secret gambling den, probably with a secret handshake and a password to get in, all from mishearing one single line of a song. You know, it's moments like these that add a little spice to life. Those unexpected realizations that make you question your sanity, but in a fun way. Like when you finally realize your favorite shirt isn't blue but green because you're colorblind. Or when you discover that the word misled isn't pronounced miseld. And let's not forget the best part of these realizations, the laughter. The kind of laughter that starts in your belly and takes over your whole body. The kind that leaves you gasping for breath, tears streaming down your face and your cheeks aching from smiling so much. So there I was in the middle of my living room laughing like a maniac at my own ridiculousness. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. But you know what? I'm not embarrassed, I'm laughing. Reflecting on this mix-up, what other gems have I been singing wrong? I mean, let's be honest, we've all had our private gambler moments, right? That's when you're belting out a song, completely confident in the lyrics, only to have someone look at you like you've just confessed to putting ketchup on your ice cream. So, I started digging, and goodness did I unearth some hilarities. There's that classic by Elton John, Tiny Dancer. Apparently, some folks have been singing, Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza. Now, I like Tony Danza as much as the next person, but I don't think Elton was serenading him. Then there's the iconic Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics. Some brave souls out there have been belting out, Sweet dreams are made of cheese, who am I to disagree? I mean, who can blame them? Cheese is dreamy. Oh, and let's not forget about Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody. There's a line that goes, Spare him his life from this monstrosity. A friend of mine confessed that he used to sing, Spare him his life from this warm sausage tea. I don't even want to imagine what warm sausage tea tastes like. So I guess I'm not alone in this lyrical labyrinth. The truth is, we might never get the lyrics right all the time, and that's okay. After all, it's these little quirks that make life interesting and give us stories to tell. And let's face it, our misheard versions often end up being more entertaining than the original lyrics. They add a dash of unexpected humor to our daily monotony. So let's celebrate our lyrical blunders. They're not mistakes, they're our own unique remixes. Who knows what other gems I've been singing wrong? But one thing's for sure, I can't wait to discover more. So, here's to the misheard, the misinterpreted, and the hilariously remixed. Keep the laughter and the music going. To my fellow misinterpreters, let's embrace our musical mishaps and share a laugh. Life is a song, isn't it? And just like in any tune, we often misinterpret the lyrics of life. Sometimes we're off key, other times we're singing a completely different song, but that's what makes our journey unique and, let's face it, hilarious. You see, it's not about hitting the right notes all the time. It's about the vibrato in our voice as we belt out the wrong ones. The chuckles that bubble up when we realize we've been singing Private Gambler instead of I Met Up with a Gambler. It's about finding joy even in the little mistakes we make. Mishearing lyrics is a lot like navigating life. We think we've got it all figured out, marching to the beat of our own drum, only to find out we've been marching to a different song altogether. Sometimes it's a simple misstep, other times it's a full-on dance routine to a song we didn't even know was playing. But that's the beauty of it, isn't it? Those offbeat moments are where the real comedy lies. They're the unexpected plot twists in the story of our lives, the punchlines we didn't see coming. And it's in those moments that we learn to laugh at ourselves, to embrace the off-key notes and the misinterpreted lyrics. So next time you find yourself singing the wrong words, remember this: there's a certain charm in the chaos, there's a melody in the mishaps, and there's a harmony in the humor. The world is full of private gamblers, misheard lyrics, and unexpected laughs. So let's not take ourselves too seriously. Let's find the humor in the unexpected and the beauty in our blunders. And remember, as our friend Kenny Rogers would say, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to laugh at your own lyrical blunders. Or something like that. Keep on singing even if you're not sure of the words. As Kenny Rogers would say, well, as a little girl thought Kenny Rogers would say, we've been on a wild ride, haven't we? We've grooved to The Gambler, stumbled upon a lyrical blunder, and found the humor in it all. We started our journey with an innocent misinterpretation, a young music enthusiast bopping to the rhythm of Kenny Rogers' classic, singing out loud, I met a private gambler. We all know there's no such thing as a private or public gambler, but hey, it's all part of the fun. Then came the moment of realization, the shock, the surprise, and the hilarity of it all. Who would have thought that the lyrics we've been singing all along were not quite right? But that's the beauty of music, isn't it? It's open to interpretation, even if some interpretations are a bit off the mark. We took a moment to reflect, a trip down memory lane, a journey into the world of misheard lyrics. And boy, were there some gems. It's a whole new way to enjoy our favorite tunes. And it's not just about the laughs. It's also about the shared experience, the camaraderie of knowing you're not the only one who's been belting out the wrong words. And of course, we learned a valuable lesson. Music is meant to be enjoyed, not scrutinized. So what if we mess up the lyrics? It's all part of the experience. It's about the joy of singing, not the accuracy of the words. So let's keep on singing, even if we're not sure of the words. So, there you have it. A journey through the world of misheard lyrics, a good laugh, and a lesson learned. And as we wrap up, let's remember the wise words of Kenny Rogers, or at least the version we thought we knew. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to laugh at your own lyrical blunders, or something like that.